Anything from them? And there we have it, still some cheers in the background. It is the Coca-Cola National Intercol Girls Final, and we have a winner. I have my student hosts here with me. Let me talk to Janae of Signal Hill. First of all, Janae, what do you think about your team's performance?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Pleasantville Secondary. And on the overall game, the team played very well. Signal Hill, they played well, but I expected better from them. And the defense in Signal Hill was kind of shaky, but every disappointment is a learning experience. So I still have faith in my girls. We're going to win next time, don't worry.
Such a great spirit and well played. Congratulations to you and your team. And of course, Genova, there's that smile I was looking for. How are you feeling? What do you feel about your team's performance today? Congrats.
Yes, I'm proud, and we're going to just celebrate Caleb today. Yeah, I had faith in them, so.
She had faith, all right? They're going to zest and celebrate. Well, Colin and Brent, right now it's over to you.
Well, the game started, Brent, with the goal from Fernandez, a beauty of a free kick. She hit it with power, but the keeper didn't have a chance.
Keeper didn't have a chance. Good strike by Fernandez. Early goal by Pleasantville in a game where they would have had the better of the opportunities. Mullard just inches wide, couldn't perfect the chip over the goalkeeper. And then in a strange situation where Pleasantville found themselves with 9 players on the field due to injury, Critchlow snuck in and put that ball into the back of the net, giving Signal Hill a chance at 1 apiece. In the second half, of course, Pleasantville started to surge, and in particular that young lady, Chrissy Mitchell, who was dangerous throughout, who had 2 looks on goal, and both were denied scoring opportunity. Critchlow always providing a danger on the other end, just inches wide there of the frame. And then the moment I would have won the Intercol title for Pleasantville, 2 minutes before time, 2 minutes before the 70th minute, Mitchell placing that free kick into the back of the net, and the zesting had started for Pleasantville. Ali with the punctuation mark, and Peeville repeating as champions. Good finish there by Ali, and a trophy that they deserve. Of course, looking at the full-time analysis, a game where Signal Hill and Pleasantville combined would have had 27 goal attempts. Of course, 5 of those goal attempts by Signal Hill on target, 7 by Pleasantville. A game of 24 fouls, 3 yellow cards, no red cards, and 7 corners produce a scoreline of Pleasantville 3 and Signal Hill 1.
Pleasantville 3, Signal Hill 1. Pleasantville retaining the girls Intercol champion, the girls Intercol title. Congratulations to them. Let's go back down to Hans.
I am here with the player of the match. She opened the scoring today, Cyan Fernandez. This trophy is yours, player of the match today. Are you going to show off on your brother from Naparima College? I mean, he's been down here many times with this trophy. So, are you going to show off?
No, I mean, it's unfortunate that they didn't come out victorious this year.
Yeah, but just congratulations him for even reaching that far. But let me know, what does this trophy mean for you today?
Well, this is my first year playing school football, Pleasantville Secondary, and I mean, we had to come out hard, we fight hard, we had to be victorious in this finals.
Well, congratulations to you. I leave you to celebrate with your team for the rest of the afternoon. Saral, it's over to you.
Thank you so much, Hans. With me right now is Coach Mitchell of Signal Hill. Coach, very well fought. Of course, this must feel again like a deja vu for you. You all have been here before. What do you think about your team's performance, and where do you feel that you may have fallen short, if you feel so at all?
Yeah, I believe we lacked a little bit of energy. Yeah, the energy wasn't there because the semi-final, they played a much better game than today. You know, but congrats to Pleasantville. And we still prepare. We're going to prepare next year and come back again. We're going to make it to the final again, I guarantee that.
Yes. All right. Well, you know, we're accustomed to seeing you all in the final. Anything you've identified that you could perhaps work on for the next season?
Well, our preparation really, I want to thank the Wolf League. The girls, most of the girls play in the Wolf League. And we're going to continue to play in the league and then come into the Intercol, the SSFL, and we'll continue from there.
Thank you very much, Coach. Of course, that is our coach from Signal Hill. Also with me, I have to say big congratulations to our two coaches. Right now, I have Coach Maloney with me and Coach Brian. Big congratulations. Of course, taking these girls to the Coca-Cola National Intercol Champs. How are you all feeling right now?
We're very excited. We worked hard this season. You know, we went to Tobago and played this team, and it was a hard game in Tobago. They came and gave us a hard fight, but we put in a lot of work this week. I want to thank Coach Brian because he put in a lot of work this week with the girls, and you see the result, we came out victorious.
Yeah, Coach Brian, let's hear from you.
Yeah, just elated to have the team cup another Intercol title. Again, we played this team at Tobago, as Coach Joel said, and we lost that game 1-0. So getting, the revenge is a dish best served cold. So I mean, overall good game.
Yeah.
But I think that the work that we put in this week, we did a lot of free kick works, and you saw that we scored 2 free kicks in the game. So I mean, the work that we put in actually bore fruit for us today. So I mean, congratulations to us, and again, good hard fight from Signal Hill.
Yeah, indeed, congratulations. And when we opened our show, we did say that, we said that, Pleasantville was coming here and they are coming for revenge, and indeed, revenge has been served. So right now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a break, but of course, you don't want to move because the action will continue. It's all about the Coca-Cola National Intercol Boys Finals. You can look out for San Juan North and Presentation College San Fernando. That's going to be so exciting. Stay tuned.
Welcome back here to the Atto Bolden Stadium. The big one. It's Samoa North Secondary against Presentation College. It's the boys Coca-Cola Intercol final here at the Atto Bolden Stadium. We have already seen Pleasantville beat Signal Hill in the girls edition by 3-1, so we've seen 4 goals already for the afternoon. Do we see more goals here this afternoon, Brent?
Yeah, I think this game is going to be an absolute cracker, simply because Presentation College in particular, Colin, of course, as we see some of the Presentation College young supporters, they've been in good form, good scoring form as well, and they absolutely annihilated St. Anthony's College in the semi-finals. And a San Juan North team, of course, that has every opportunity to win that beautiful trophy, the Coca-Cola Intercol Championship. It's a big moment for both teams.
They are the Coca-Cola girls and Pixie. Well. We're just awaiting the teams to make their way out. There's some of the crowd, a nice crowd building here. We expect when the game eventually starts, the comment section might be more than half full. But here are the teams. Presentation in the yellow and that blue stripe, and Samoa North in their familiar green and white stripes. The officials, Crystal Sobers, is going to be in charge of this one.
It's really an intriguing game of football we're about to witness. Of course, a final back in 2016 when San Juan North beat Presentation College.
Yep.
And remarkably, Colin, it's been 40 plus years since Presentation College would have won or had an would have won an Intercol championship. It's a long time for a program that has done exceedingly well, especially in this edition of the Premiership in the SSFL. Of course, winning 1 year. And of course, we can remember the year they were denied, which was last season. And they were denied from this very same San Juan North team, which
here are the match officials. Of course, Crystal Sobers, Brent. She is the FIFA referee. She's assisted by fellow FIFA colleague Caleb Wales as assistant referee and Coach Charles. You may recall Sobers was voted as CONCACAF's second best referee for 2018. Let's hope she'll be in for that #1 spot this year. And the officials are coming out. There we see the newly installed president of the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association.
I must mention, Colin, especially our officials this season, they've done really well. I know I've been hard on them sometimes, Colin, but they've really been well this year. And if I was to pick an MVP of this season, I would have to say it has been the officials. They've made some really good calls this year.
Yeah, they've done very well indeed. And it's always tough because they're on camera, and you know, we have the benefit. You, Brent, have the benefit of the replays.
I'm sure it's not just me, Colin. You as well have the benefit of replays.
But it's tough on them because, but they've done a good job. There is William Wallace, of course.
I just think that man in the screen, Hakeem Barclays, if Aleem Barclays, if Presentation is to win today, he's going to have a big game and a big influence. And he has had a big influence. And if I was to name a player of the Intercol series so far, it would have to be that man, Barkley. He has not put a foot wrong so far for Presentation College.
There's all the principals, the sponsor, of course, Shaka Hislop. So this is the Presentation team. It's going to be the captain of Samoa North. It's going to start the handshakes. Must be a lot of butterflies in these guys' stomach. You're not seeing it, but I tell you what, if any one of them come to me and say they've got no butterflies in their stomach, I'll just have to say to them, I'm sorry, you're telling her untruth. I wouldn't tell them they're lying. I'll just say you're telling her untruth. Because they all must be feeling butterflies. This is a huge game.
It's a huge game, and as of course we take a look at the officials.
Yes, of course, we did talk about Crystal Sobers. She is the referee, assisted by Caleb Wales, Kurt Garcia, and Fritzy Williams. She did the final last year. Of course, as I said, she's voted in 2018. She was voted the #2 referee in the CONCACAF region.
But what I was about to say, Colin, is that despite the butterflies and whatnot, there is a bit of experience in both teams. Of course, we talked about Barkley, Jacob players that would have been here before Shepherd. And you don't have to look far in San Juan North with Boyce and Morris, who've been around, and Chase as well. And of course, Emmanuel John.
So that is the presentation team. This is the San Juan team. San Juan North in the green and white stripes, traditional. Let's have a look at their team. It's Emmanuel John. We talk enough about him in goal. There's John, Garcia, Duncan. This was Kareem John, sorry. Garcia, Duncan, Chase, Faria, Brito. Then there's Keanu John. Lots of John on the team. Morris, Mitchell, Keanu John, Morris, Mitchell, Boyce, and Jerry Moore. The experienced Jerry Moore as the coach. Let's have a look at the formation.
Yeah, 4-4-2 formation. Brito provides a lot of cover for the back four. And of course, Boyce is the target man, joined by Morris.
So that is the formation for San Juan North, a straight 4-4-2 presentation lineup with Isaiah Williams in goal. Then there's Caribbean, Cornwall, Charles, Allen. We talked about the skipper, Aleem Barkley. Then there's the irrepressible Akil Jacob, Bisnat Ash. There's goal scoring machine up front in Shepherd, Gilbert, and the coach, Sean Cooper.
And of course, more a 4-3-3 type of formation. Bisnat, who had a very busy afternoon against St. Anthony's College, and Ash provide the width. Shepherd up front, and that man in the middle had a monster game. And I'm not surprised because they call him Hulk.
Yep, he is.
Jacob.
Yep, that's right. And was named man of the match. So we're getting ready here for the the Coca-Cola National Intercol final. It's San Juan North and Presentation College. You couldn't want something bigger than this. The San Juan team, as some players say, the individual prayers. San Juan, in the meantime, they all kneel and they're saying their prayers together. And it's very interesting. They're keeping Presentation waiting because Presentation, they're ready to kick off. And San Juan, oh my word, it's a sermon. Because look at them. This is real gamesmanship, Brent. Has to be. Look at it. They're still going through their routine.
I'm surprised the referee Sobers haven't
called on them to let's get on with it. So, of course, we are at the Atomol Stadium here in Cuba.
Of course, the live drone shots. Look at the cars at the facility. It's really starting to pick up here.
So we're getting ready. Action in the National Intercol final presentation. They are kicking off. They are in yellow. As referee Sobers blows the whistle. Let's go! Garcia at the back with a header. It's been monumental for them at the back in the Intercol series, hasn't it? But trying to get past Duncan.
That's going to be an interesting battle for him. We saw the effects of Bisnat in the game against St. Anthony's. Against Duncan, who I think is a very talented player.
Boyce looking for Morris. He's a tough character, but Charles there. Gets it to Barkley. Plays it to Allen playing that more forward towards Bisnat. And Presentation get a free kick. It's with Cornwall, gets it to Barkley. Barkley has the first shot, not a target. It'll be a goal kick for Sawa North. How do you beat that man in goal, Brent?
He said he's easily the top goalkeeper in this, well, I would say not just in this tournament, but in the secondary school. Of course, that man Williams is not by any means necessary a poor goalkeeper. Both teams having good goalkeepers, and of course, both teams having a very solid midfield. When you look at Jacobs and Barkley against Brito and John, that is a battle.
So the long throw is going to be taken by John. Keanu John. It's a nice long one. Heads go up. Morris controlling the shot. Oh! My word! Just like that, out of nothing. And there Chase has given someone on the lead. My word, Isaiah Chase has scored the first blow here for Sawa North. It was a long throw into the box, Brent. The ball was, they couldn't clear it. It went to Chase and he put it in the back of the net.
Well, he was just first to react when the ball spilled away from Morris. Chase, the calmest man in Atto Bourne Stadium, takes his time and places this ball in the back of the old Onion bag to give Sawa North an early lead. What a good quality finish by that young man, Chase. A good finish.
Well, Brent, the thing is, in the first game, remember, Fernandez scored in the 3rd minute and Pleasantville went on to win. But here goes presentation. They're not going to lie down and play there. It's a goal kick. The ball, in fact, went down.
But if you play lottery, Colin, 3 would be the first number in your lottery.
Well, I'll leave that to you. You can go and win the million.
Well, I'll share it with you.
Oh, you're so kind. Goal kick. Manuel John looking for Boyce.
That's a foul.
So the goal scorer, Isaiah Chase, in the 3rd minute. They've given Sawa North the lead against Presentation by 1-0. There goes Mitchell. Sawa, they're up for it. Mitchell getting it over, looking for Boyce. So there's the goal scorer, Isaiah Chase. 9th goal of the season.
Such an important player for Sawa North.
And didn't he take that so well? The ball, it was
That's
a
what
loose
impressed
ball.
me, Colin.
He just ran out it and he literally placed away from the keeper, but had power in it.
How many times have you seen players in that position just blast the ball? And 9 times out of 10 it would go skying over the bar. Instead, he takes his time and places it into the back of the net.
John plays it, but got it only as far as Ash.
You do have the feeling that Presentation are going to try to get themselves back into this one quite quickly.
This is the ball. Gilbert getting it over there towards Allen. Gilbert. Back to Allen. This is Cornwall. Looking for Shepard. Cleared downfield by Garcia. Chase couldn't win it.
That's a good ball.
Gilbert gets it wide to Karam. Barkley. That's a good ball to Caribou, overlapping. Can he get it over? Yes, he does. John is there. Beautiful keeping again. Came off his line quickly and got there before Shepard.
It's good, strong goalkeeping there by John. Such a tricky ball, of course. Coach Jerry Moe always looks like the coolest guy in the stadium. No pressure, Colin. Well, it's only just an Intercol final. Look at this for a pass here by Barkley. And this is a good cross. And John, that is good
Outstanding
positive.
keeping.
I tell you, Colin, if he missed that, it would have gone straight in the head of Shepard.
It's a good ball to Shepard. Shepard falls over. So Kareem John clears it. There's the Sean Cooper. Is that Mr. Cool as well? That's Mr. Cool number 2.
Right. He's a little bit more nervous than he doesn't have the cool look.
Yep,
Terry Moore.
It's 1 down.
I'm sure he would not have brought things up this way, being down so early.
Brendan, what's the benefit of our viewers? You're in the Intercol final. You go 1 down in the third inning. How does that change the plan, if it does, of the coach?
Well, it doesn't change the plan, particularly with the amount of time that will be left in the game. One thing I would say to the players, if I'm sitting on the sidelines, of course, is to make sure you don't concede again and tighten things up a bit.
Maintain your cool.
Yeah, it comes a lot down to concentration. That goal in particular, Colin, was down to concentration. Chase was just faster than everyone else. And we saw the girls' game before where Fernandez, of course, the girls' MVP, she sensed danger every time when she snuffed it out. And no one in a yellow shirt was able to sniff out that danger. The only one that would have seen that was Chase, and he played for the team in green. So they would have been disappointed.
It's going to be a free kick. I thought Allen picked up the ball with his hand and it didn't go out. I'm not sure why that free kick was awarded. But nevertheless, it's a free kick for Samono. Looking for the head of Juan. Is it going to be a corner? Yes, it is. Left-sided corner. Just past the 8-minute mark there. Now on lead. Presentation by 1 goal to 0. It's an early goal as well, Brent. Gives the game sort of life. The team that is behind is looking to equalize, and the team in front looking to get another goal. Rather than a nil-nil kind of stalemate and everybody is very cagey.
Yeah.
That's Ash giving it to Jacob. Ooh. Silva says, get up, son. You're a young, fit, energetic.
It was a good challenge. Yeah, it was a good challenge. I thought Jacob should have done a little bit better in making his mind up. Here it is again. Just let the ball run across him. And one of my favorite midfielders, Brito, coming across with a tough challenge.
This is Allen. Trying to get the reverse pass there. From Bisnat, and it didn't work. This is Jacob. Getting a good ball towards Allen. Up the line is Bisnat. He goes infield again, back to Jacob. Allen. Goes wide to Jacob. He's got Bisnat inside of him, but he decides to go backwards.
That's a good ball.
Lovely ball to Carabby. Turning and going back with it was Gilbert. Charles to Cornwall. Presentation, starting to keep possession. Ali to Bisnat. Still Bisnat. Sent it across. Not a good ball. He knows it. He knows he said it good.
He did well to elude his defender and just didn't be able. But that's a good passage of play by Presentation College. Of course, the vibes picking up in the Atabolan Stadium. Everyone with their Coca-Cola clappers. Sanborn North fans enjoying the rhythm section. challenge. I don't think there was much malice in that one.
Farrier with the free kick. Still a very hot afternoon here at the Atherwood Stadium. Coca-Cola afternoon, a Malta Carib afternoon.
The sunny afternoon as well.
Sunny afternoon.
And a Powerade afternoon.
And we are running out of drinks here, Brent. I'm not seeing any water, I'm not seeing any... If I start a ball, help, you know what's happening. This is Morris, he couldn't turn.
Oh, that's a good challenge, Colin. That is a very good challenge.
It was, certainly was. But presentation, come away with it. Jacob going wide towards Caribbean. Infield for Barkley. Charles. Luke Charles. To Bisnar.
It's a good ball.
Couldn't get by Mitchell. This is Shepard. He's another
tricky, quiet though, Colin.
He's a tricky customer. He's not got his service, Brent. What does Chase do? Headed away by, of course, Garcia. He's been a tremendous tower of strength. Elijah Garcia. Yeah.
Well, look at this for a challenge here, Colin. Morris, the ball eventually pokes out. If he didn't get that right, it could have either been a penalty or an easy shot on goal. Good, strong challenge there.
The presentation supporters are really going at it here. You wouldn't believe the team they won down. They are really giving tremendous support. Free kick for Juan. Goes to Garcia. He's going to get it to Farrier. To John. Can't keep it in. It's going to be a throw for presentation. The throw could be taken. Away goes Ash. Good tackle by Garcia. You guessed it. Long ball. Morris is given chase. Oh, Cornwall did well. Got his head on it. Played upfield by Allen, but only as far as Duncan. Trying to play a 1-2 with Duncan. Was John. Goes upfield. Can Bisnar keep it in? Does well. He's confronted by Garcia. You're not going to get past Garcia like that. You're not. This is a tough boy. Headed forward by Mitchell. Without the play.
And what Garcia is, he's not just a big, strong defender that heads the ball out. He reads the game well and he positions himself well. And he's tough to beat, Colin. He poses himself by positionally being correct. And once you have that as a defender, it always makes you a difficult proposition for attacking players. And he's been solid, both him and Farrier in the back for San Juan North. And if I was to put a tick box next to the reason why San Juan North is here in the finals, it would be those two, and of course goalkeeper Emmanuel John.
Cleared away by Barkley. It's into Shepard. He's come right back in the midfield. Back to Barkley. So just about 15 minutes gone here at San Juan North. They lead presentation by 1-0. The goal scored by Isaiah Chase in the 3rd minute. That is our Coca-Cola score confirmation. Free kick for Prez.
I had one criticism of presentation so far, Colin, would be the tempo they're playing at. I think it's a little bit too pedestrian-like. It's a bit slow for my liking. Just need to zip things around a bit faster and try to move well-rehearsed San Juan North defense out of their comfortable spot.
Another good tackle, this time by Duncan. And the ball coming off of Bisnar and going behind for a goal kick.
I just think that they need to up the tempo a little bit. Presentation College. They have capable players, of course, a good shot there of the patrons here at Walden Stadium. Maybe filing in, I would suggest that Presentation College having the biggest fan support. Of course, the girls' final ended with a 3-1 victory for Pleasantville, retaining their championship trophy. Entertaining game, must say, Colin, the girls' final.
Yep, it was. 4 goals. This is a good ball. Ash is giving chase. Being confronted by Faria. Picked up by Brito. One back by Charles. This is Charles. Nice ball. Looking for Shepard.
I could have taken it on the chest, I felt, Colin.
Well, he went for the header, Brent, but what happened? He didn't get the header right. It sort of slid off the forehead rather than meeting it with that full head. If he had got his full forehead onto it, it could have been in the back of the net. Look at it.
Well, I thought he could have taken it on his chest because he was left with a bit of space. Of course, Wood, Garcia, and of course,
Faria or Duncan? John.
Yeah.
Kareem John?
Yeah, the communication was poor between, because once Shepard left John, he should have allowed Faria the time to cover him, and they didn't conversate, and because of that, Shepard found himself in space.
I thought it was a good idea. He tried to head the ball with that forehead.
But it was a difficult skill.
Yeah.
It is a difficult skill, and that's why I suggest maybe taking it on his chest would have been easier for him.
Because what happened? It just slid off the forehead.
And it would have needed a bit of power, especially to beat a goalkeeper of Emmanuel John's standard.
Well, it's a right-sided corner. It's going to be taken with the left foot by Kareem John. So here's John, swinging it to the far post. Williams does well. Clutches on to the wing. Shepard making the run on the left foot. Jacob, this is Jacob with a chance. Sends it back to Shepard. Wonderful goal! Wonderful goal from Presentation. Oh my word! Shepard took it, played it to Jacob. Instead of Jacob going for the shot, the awareness of this man, he squared the ball right back across the face of the goal. And there was Shepard just nonchalantly putting it into the back of the net. 1-1, game on.
What a good piece of football there by Presentation College, and the play started a little bit before that, and Shepard runs away. But you're right, between Jacob and Shepard, just intelligent football, carving open a normally stubborn Sanborn North defense. And this is game on, Colin. As a neutral, you couldn't ask for a better start.
Oh no, certainly. What a goal though. I mean, the pass from Shepard, he picked up the ball, ran at the defender, slipped it to Jacob. I thought Jacob would have gone for goal. He did the super intelligent thing. He saw the run of Shepard going to the far post, and he played a perfect ball right across the goal to that far post, and all Shepard had to do was to tuck it into the back of the net. What a beauty of a goal. Shepard's 14th goal of the season. He's done so well. So,
but even when they went to go down, Colin, they just didn't look flustered. They still tried to play. They were very composed on the football, and I just felt, Colin, that the tempo was a bit too slow for my liking, but everything else is fine. The possession is fine, and the approach and what's the mindset is okay as well. I just think that they needed to play a little bit quicker to open up the Sanborn North defense. And of course, Shepard with his 14th goal of the season, and there's so much you can say about that young man and the importance of the goal he has scored throughout the season.
This is Jacob. He said, oh, it's a foul on Jacob, so it's going to be a free kick.
I think some of the Sanborn North fans were not happy with that goal, Colin.
No, I thought he was fouled. Missnap, look across, looking for Shepard. Garcia got there quickly. No damage done. Shepherd is getting up. Well, he's going to sit sand back down. He's now getting up.
That's a poor header.
Heading in straight towards Gilbert. Goes down.
Well.
The ball goes to Ash. Looks for Shepherd. Headed away by Garcia. Presentation. Applying some pressure now on Sawa North. Bismarck trying to go up that left side. In fact, comes off of Bismarck and Duncan just clears it onto him. It's going to be a goal kick for Sawa North.
It's like Shepherd need a bit of bother, but let's take another look at the goal, Colin.
Look at this, Fred.
That's just clever football.
I would have loved to have seen it just before when Shepherd picked up that ball just on the half line. He picked up that ball, Brent, and started to run at the defenders, slipped it wide to Jacob. Let's see him pick it up. Look at it. Yes. Picked it up. Look at it. It's going to goal. He sees Jacob making the run to his left. Passes it to Jacob. Now, could Jacob have the shot on? No. Plays it right across, but what a pass as well.
And a good finish. And a good finish. And what I liked about what Jacob did, Colin, is that he took his time in making sure that Shepherd would have gotten into the box. He didn't just blast it across, and we've seen that so many times before. He took his time and placed it across the goal, passed it across the goal to give Shepherd every opportunity to get on the end of it, and it's a good finish.
Wonderful finish. 22 minutes gone. Sawa North 1, Presentation 1. We see the players have just gone off to the side of the field to have some water. Nice blistering hot afternoon. Chase does well. Boyce with a long range effort. Goes just over the bar.
I tell you, Colin, I wasn't sure what he was doing, but from where we sit here, there was a lot of venom and threat on that shot, and I wondered if it was going to dip, because it is a far way out. It's about 45 yards out, and the ball, although it looked like it was sailing over the bar, you just had a feeling it may just dip.
So the goal kick for Presentation. Heads it to Shepherd. Leaves it off towards Barkley. He goes wide to Bisnack. And Jacob making that run. Can he pull it back? Unfortunately, I think it came off the left and onto the right and went down for a goal kick.
Once he would have tried to hit it first time. I think that touch threw him off. But wasn't the play so far, Colin, going Presentation way?
Since the goal, was taking charge of the game. Shepherd, every time he picks up the ball, Brent, he looks dangerous. Gets it towards Bisnack. Shepherd makes the run. Jacob is inside. Goes to Garcia. But John falls for the ball. Yes, I saw Emmanuel John just give a little pattern with the head to Jacob. Of course, they know each other, Brent. National football, national youth football. Both involved in the setup. It's a good ball there, looking for Boyce. Oh, there's confusion. Eventually, Williams gets through. Lack of communication there between Charles and Williams.
Yeah, and
offside. It's Jacob.
Not just lack of communication. I felt once Charles made the decision to even put his foot on the ball, he should have just cleared it. Instead, he tried to move it away, but they're a bit fortunate. We saw a goal similar for Salmon North when they played Kaipi Chaima in the semi-final, Kaipi Chaima East. But Boyce was just gifted, of course, a mistake by the Kaipi Chaima East goalkeeper. He's that type of player, Colin.
Yes, he is. 25 and a half minutes gone. It's all square here. Look at the challenge. Very late.
Yeah, it's very late by Ash.
Lucky, he didn't pick up a book.
Yes.
Kareem John with the free kick. Very ambitious shot coming from Duncan. Presentation taking a early lead by Isaiah Chase and a wonderful equalizer coming from the Eagles of Shepherd for Press. For Ash, Kareem John gets there first. Boyce does well. Gets it to Morris.
That's a good
looking
ball.
For Chase.
That's why he defended. Oh boy.
Williams coming and punching it away. He's done some damage on Charles, but play goes on. It's Shepherd. Is he going to go for the shot? Yes, he does. Straight to Emmanuel John. In the meantime, plays down. Charles. Yes, it is Charles.
Well, Williams came here late. Ball was still outside the box. Battered into Charles there. Looks like a very painful one. We hope he's okay. But I don't think Williams had any other choice, Colin. There's a feeling that, of course, Boyce would have gotten there first, and that's suddenly straight into the midsection area. The stomach.
But you centre halves are strong guys, Brent. You're supposed to take that and brush it off, dust it off, and get up and go again.
We're strong guys, but we are not unbreakable. That's a breakable challenge.
You're actually human.
Well, sometimes we are human. Most times defenders are superhuman.
Oh, I hear you. Half an hour gone. The good thing is Charles is up. He's drinking a supporter, so he's getting some treatment, and he seems to be okay. Here goes Sean Cooper. He should be a lot happier now with what's happening. He's complaining about something. Not sure what he's complaining about. And the fourth official gestures him and walks away, still not happy, but say what? This is Brito. That's late.
Very late.
The Coca-Cola score confirmation after just about half an hour. Sour North 1. Isaiah Chase in the 3rd minute. Presentation 1. Jai Shepherd in the 19th minute. It's 1-1 here at the Atto Golden Stadium. Game on.
It has been a game that has been pleasing on the eye so far. It's had its ups and, I wouldn't say downs, but
more ups and downs.
More ups and downs.
Foul.
I was quite late. Surprisingly, going to the book, referee Sobers has been very lenient. Maybe she realizes that Christmas is around the corner. So she's not going to share out the naughty cards.
The free kick. Sent in by
ball,
Chase.
Colin.
Headed wide.
Like Brito.
Yep, Brito got there first, but couldn't get it on target.
I think the delivery needed a little bit more power on it. He went for a more delicate chip, which made Brito would have had to generate more power from the neck muscles to, of course, put the ball on target, which he couldn't have done.
Goal kick. Send upfield. Kareem John is there. Gets it to Chase. Plays it looking for boys, but Luke Charles is going to win this. Plays it back to goalkeeper Isaiah Williams. Sends it up looking for Carrigan, but not a good kick, so it's going to be a throw for Sawa North. Boyd turns nicely with it. He's pursued by 3 yellow shirts. Eventually, Charles clears it upfield, only as far as Ash. He turns with it. Gets past John. Sends it to Shepherd.
Oh boy.
Just hit the back of his hand.
Just felt that if it was played in front of him, he would have seen some daylight. Seen some good quality so far from both teams. Players, of course, being clean in everything that they've done. Possessing the ball, moving it around, good technique. Some good ideas. 2 good goals so far.
Shepherd playing it on to Jacob. That was a combination that had got the equalizer. Played downfield by John. Keanu John was the one with the clearance. Of course, there's Emmanuel John, and there's also Kareem John on this side of the field. Ash coming inside of Kareem John. Decides to go back to Caribbean. Through for Sawa North. Kareem John is going to keep it through. Shepherd. Ash. In the box. Jacob. But lots of green and white shirts and it's cleared away.
That's what they're good at, Salvador. Very good team in transition.
Morris. Looking for boys. Takes it down. John is a bit late. Back. The Carib. Gilbert. Jacob. That's a good tackle there coming in by Garcia. Cornwall to Barkley. Back to Cornwall. Wide is Allen. This is what presentation is good at, to keep the ball well. And then suddenly they switch to play with a long ball. But this time Barkley couldn't find Bisnack. Duncan clears it. Through it for presentation. That's what they do, Brent. They knock it, they knock it, they knock it. String 5 6 passes together. And all of a sudden you've got a Bisnack or you've got a Jacob making a run. Or even Ash. Good ball, Shepherd! Oh, just is spectacular. It went just wide.
That wasn't far off, I tell you, but good ball in the box there by Bisnack. Even his defender could get outside of the right foot and Shepherd, the predator, trying to just slide that one into the near post.
Bisnack is down. Not sure what happened to him. He made the play, went back down in his own half, Brent, and he fell over. And even Coach Cooper has come onto the field, so they're expressing some kind of concern. Not too sure what went on with him. Stretcher is down. Coach Cooper is there. Trainer is there.
Like Coach Cooper's gone on to have some words with referee Sobers. He looks to take some interest in the ears of referee Sobers, like most coaches do.
Good crowd here on hand now, Brent. Not a pack cover section. But quite, I would say half full now, the covered section.
I'm sure they're not only enjoying the football, but we've seen some of the Coca-Cola girls and boys passing around, passing out some beverages. They haven't come on this side yet, Colin. I think maybe in the second half, we hope we may be able to get our
partake in some beverages.
Nothing wrong with partaking in some Coca-Cola, I tell you. It's a hot day, despite the sun, and we can see the shade of the Atto Boulden now starting to come into play, but it's still quite hot.
Bisnack, who is back on the field now, and he's all right. Chase, looking for boys. John, is out, but Barry is there. Finds Mitchell.
That's a good touch.
This is Mitchell running at the defenders. Arabi's there. Still Mitchell. Gets it to Boyce. Boyce trying to go wide. And then takes it back overhead, looking for Morris, but does well. He may have injured himself a little bit in a collision there with Morris.
Again, you can see much malicious intent in that one, but certainly Morris went for it. It looks like he may have clipped goalkeeper Williams' feet, which of course didn't allow the goalkeeper taking the kind of landing he may have wanted. So he fell awkwardly. As we see some of the girls from Pleasantville taking their seats, the winners of the first match by 3-1, retaining their title. And despite this game being at one apiece, as I said, the entertainment value so far hasn't been bad.
No, it hasn't been bad. Sobers gives the ball back to Williams. The second half, when it's much cooler. See some good football from these two teams. Cornwall, tough challenge from Morris. 3-2. That's a good ball looking for Boyce. Charles is there. Kareem John. Back to Mitchell. Looking to take on Caribbean. Kareem John. Gets it to Morris. To Chase. That's a great tackle. That's a wonderful tackle from Bisnack coming all the way back to help out Ali. So we've just got about 4 minutes left of the first half. at the tackle, Brent.
Excellent tackle, yeah. And what I like about it, of course, Biznat is real function and role is to attack, but he found himself defending, and you like seeing that in young players, Colin.
And he had to defend because you wouldn't want Chase to get that ball across. He's normally accurate with his cross balls. He's off the field getting some treatment because they played short to Mitchell. Kareem John, that's too long. That's going to go out. Goal kick for Prez. And I like there's a lot of supporting gestures between the two teams, Brent. So there that Kareem John went down and Jacob gave him a hand picking him up. It's a hard competitive game, but it's being played in the right spirit by both these teams. And you like to see that. Boys looking for Morris. Being confronted by Cornwall, who does well. Morris trying to get past Allen this time. Can't get past Allen. And Cornwall is there in support.
Yeah, that's well defended.
Both Allen and Cornwall couldn't get by the both of them. Not a free kick, yes it is a free kick. Cornwall is going to take the free kick, gets it to Williams. Just about 2 minutes left and whatever stoppage time we have. Jacob. Says Carabin. Ash. Oh, he gets past Kareem John. Ash is pushing too far ahead of him. Still does well. Ash, oh, he gives it away. Just that final pass. Charles. So he gives it away. So what's John? John to Chase. Looking for Boyce, but he didn't get it to Boyce. Charles picks it up, turns nicely with it. Allen. A little bit of tiredness is now setting in on both teams. They've lost their way.
It's been a sapping. It's been a sapping first half for both sets of players. They have put out a lot of energy so far.
This is Chase trying to get Morris going. Oh. The ball comes across and straight to keeper Williams. Looking to get Ash going.
That's a good touch. Yeah, that's a good challenge.
Ash as well. He's a bristling little player, isn't he?
Very tenacious.
Looking for Jacob, who's come over on the right side.
Ash has done really well there, Colin, because I thought for a second he's lost that.
So we're coming up to the 45 minutes of regulation time, and we understand that there's going to be 2 minutes of added on time. This Barkley goes back to Charles. He slips, and Boyce picks it up. Is it going to go long? He does. Looking for Morris. Out comes Williams. Williams spotted the danger early.
Well, it didn't need to be there, Colin. I felt it's come a long way. And it looked like a situation that was covered.
This is Williams. Nice ball, getting the return ball from Ash.
This could be trouble.
He took it on the chest and it ran away from him. This is Ash. Has to go back to Barkley. The shot from Barkley. The idea was good. The execution was poor.
Very, very poor. kept circulation of the ball, Colin, instead of looking for the spectacular.
So a goal kick for Sawa North. That's up. Bisnat there looking for Jacob. He's gone up in that striking position. And Shepherd has gone wide on the left. So it's going to be a throw for Sawa North. Morris trying his best to elude Allen Dunn. Referee Roberts missed the goals to end the minute and a half, well, 2 minutes of added on time. So we've been playing for 47 minutes, 47 absorbing minutes here, and it's still 1-1 here between these two teams. They broke the deadlock in the 3rd minute through Isaiah Chase, and then the equalizer coming from Shepherd, a wonderful goal coming from Shepherd. So it's halftime here at the Atto Bolden Stadium in the National Intercol final. It's Sawa North Secondary 1, Presentation College 1. It's the Coca-Cola halftime here.
But, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great.
Who doing the welcome? They will? And so it is halftime here. It's all about the Coca-Cola Boys National Intercol title. Who is it going to be? Will it be Presentation College San Fernando or San Juan North Secondary? I have our 2 student guest hosts. Let me talk to Tariq first. Tariq, thoughts on the first half?
A bit slow to start. Unfortunately, we had to concede to raise the intensity, but a lot more expected in the second half.
All right, that's from Presentation College. And from San Juan North, Ahmad?
I find the first half was an intense first half. Presentation brought it to us, but we were fortunate enough to score early, but they scored and the intensity of the game raised. So we're looking forward to a very exciting second half.
All right, so let's analyze the first half a little bit more and take it upstairs to our commentary panel.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, Brent boy, we've gone international. We have gone international, Brent. We have got Shaka Hislop in the commentary booth here with us. Welcome, Shaka.
Thank you
It's great
very
to have
much,
you
Colin.
here.
Good to be here.
Well, let's have a look at the highlights. The first half highlights. Brent, out of nothing, Isaiah Chase.
Well, he was first to the ball, Chase, and it started as early as the 3rd minute. Again, concentration levels not where it's supposed to be 3 minutes in, but Presentation was back on the prowl.
They never really gave up, did they? They went behind with the goal, but they kept playing good football. They kept passing the ball around and looking for the opening. And this was the opening they seized.
Well, it was a good interplay between Jacob and Shepherd. And Shaka, that is a strike that you would see at the top level.
Well, Shepherd had the job easy after the work with Shepherd down the left-hand side. It was a great ball into the middle, one that you couldn't miss, one that even you would score, Brent.
I don't score many.
Don't go that far, I beg of you. But what a good effort there from Shepherd again. Going for the spectacular and it just missed. He's had a good first half.
When that came off his boot, I thought it was in.
Well, of course, the halftime analysis, 10 goal attempts, 4 by San Juan North, 6 by presentation. Of course, one of those 4 on target for San Juan North, 2 by presentation, 10 fouls total. No cards so far, 3 corners, and an all-important tagline, San Juan North 1, Presentation College 1.
Yeah, that's the important tagline at the moment. Well, we know Hans is downstairs, so are we going to go to Hans now? Yep, we're going to Hans.
Yes, we are definitely going to go to me. Big thanks going out to Shaka Hislop for joining our panel today. Colin Murray, Brent Sancho here with the president of the TTFA, newly elected, and also president of the Secondary Schools Football League, William Wallace. I mean, how do you feel about this year's season?
A pleasant good evening to all of viewers throughout Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. I think we had a good season, but one of my disappointments this season is with the crowds. I think that in terms of the turnout at games, I was a bit disappointed with that. The football on the field of play, I think the standard has basically stayed where it was probably last year. So we had a pretty good, decent standard on the field of play. But I was I'm disappointed with the turnout, with the crowd turnout. So that is something that we have to work on.
All right, let's talk about TTFA now. What are your plans moving forward for TTFA and the future of football in Trinidad and Tobago?
One of the main things for us is that we want to see success on the field of play. So that's a major objective for us. So we would have to do some reorganization and a different approach to be able to achieve that. So definitely that is foremost on our agenda at this point in time. Of course, the last week and a half has been basically a fact-finding week. We know that we were going to get into our organization that has serious financial problems. It probably may even be more serious than we thought it was. But we are going to wrap our heads around that. We are not going to run from that challenge. And, once we are going to balance both things in an attempt to bring some financial stability to the organization, but that must not be at the expense of what happens on the field of play in all our national teams and national programs.
Thank you very much, William Wallace. And as you wrap up your term as president of the Secondary Schools Football League, here's a Coca-Cola wrap-up video of the Intercol.
Time flies when you're having fun, and how these past months have grown wings. The Coca-Cola National Intercol is in full swing, and off the heels of a whirlwind premiership season, we expected nothing less. The Premiership 2019 began with a clear message: no team must be taken lightly. But as the time passed by, the wheat was separated from the chaff, and the natural order was restored to the table. The season ended with Naparima College once again sealing their place at the top and creating history in the process, being the first and only team to have not lost any premiership matches since September 2017. Now, onto the zonal intercall, and we started off in Tobago. Speyside High School, a team that struggled during the premiership, proved that knockout football is a different ballgame. They managed to snuff the title away from their counterpart Signal Hill Secondary. In so doing, they ended Signal Hill's 3-year winning streak and became the Tobago Zone champs for a 5th time. But when we speak of dominance, we need to mention Carapachima East Secondary. They have been dubbed Central Zone champions yet again, completing a 6-year winning streak that does not seem to be letting up any time soon. Staying on the recurring theme of streaks, San Juan North is the East Zone Intercol winner for the 4th year and counting. There seems to be no stopping the Stallions when it comes to knockout football competition. And in the two-horse race that has become the South Zone, Presentation College took the game to Naparima College. They are the new South Zone Intercol champs, and they are well deserving of the title, a title they have held 10 times before. And heading north, one of the most keenly contested zones in the SSFL, St. Anthony's College held on to become the North Zone champs for a second consecutive occasion. Proud moments for all the winners, but with one more important piece of the puzzle missing, the Coca-Cola National Intercol is far from over.
Now, as usual, we like to highlight the talent and the skill of these players, not just on the football field. There's a special player on San Juan North. Tell me more about him, Ahmed.
Yes, there's Emmanuel John, also one of the most, arguably the best goalkeeper in the SSFL league right now. He also excels at representing our school in cricket.
All right, excellent. So you know what? Let's find out a little bit more. It's more than football. It comes to Compliment Shell.
My name is Emmanuel John. I'm 18 years old. I attend Sawano Secondary School and I play cricket. I started playing cricket at home with my friends in the streets, and when I came to Sawano, that is when I started to take it a little more serious, because the whole football team basically was the cricket team, so I had also joined the cricket team too to give a hand. But my favorite thing about the cricket is the vibes, the excitement. You experience new things. I like the wicket keep because it relates to goalkeeping, and I'm a goalkeeper. And you know, I just like to save.
Emmanuel is a sportsman. He's very talented, so even with football, he can play any position. And likewise, because he's so talented, he's a pretty good cricketer as well.
Yeah, I follow cricket. I'm out T20. I watched other cricket games with my father. The cricketers that I like really like Sunil Narayan, you know, Jason Mohammed, those fellas. I also still watch Brian Lara, even though he retired. I still watch footage of him. Well, the team has been doing not pretty well, but for footballers, I find we're doing good, because no one on the cricket team really play for a cricket club or anything like that. It's basically footballers. The Sawa North Intercol team, that is the cricket team. So we just have talent. There's talent to play cricket also, and that is how it is. My experience with cricket was last season when we played Eldo East up by them. I went into bat, and when I went into bat, I was kind of nervous at first, but then when I get accustomed, I just started hitting fours. Well, I would always like to keep involved in cricket, but I'm mainly a footballer. That is my main focus.
What stands out the most with Emmanuel is his level of confidence. I think in anything he does, football, cricket, he has very good leadership qualities, and he's very sure about himself.
Chatting with Tyreek of Presentation College, San Fernando, of course, a student guest host. And we're talking about some of the players that he thought has really excelled this season.
Yes, well, we have the likes of Akil Jacob, Alim Barclay, Jai Shepherd, and in the years to come, we also have a few in the locker. Cassidy Davidson, our little Tobagonian magician.
He's going to be your player profile. And you know what? We'll also take a look at our player profile from San Juan North, Kareem John. This comes to us, compliments of friends at Coca-Cola. Let's take a look.
My name is Cassidy Davidson. I'm 15 years of age, and I play defensive midfield for Presentation College, and I'm from Speyside, Tobago. Well, growing up, I saw all my brothers and my cousins playing football, and they always encouraged me to join the sport, and I thought that they were getting a lot of glory from the sport, so I decided I will try it as well. My biggest motivator is my mom and my brother, well, I should say all my siblings, because ever since growing up, they always told me that I could make it and I should always try my best. Well, my biggest accomplishment so far is being called up for the national under 15 team and playing in the CONCACAF tournament in Florida. We placed third in our group in that tournament. If I got a day to spend with a professional footballer, I would like to learn how they keep themselves calm in such tough situations in front of the big crowds when they are playing against top oppositions. My favorite footballer is N'Golo Kante for Chelsea, and the position he plays is defensive midfield. He's my favorite player because he's so humble and hardworking. I think my work rate sets me apart from the other players on my team because after training, I go home and put in the extra work by doing my workouts. To be honest, I don't want to be like someone else, I want to be like myself.
My name is Krim John. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Lacano Road, Lower Santa Cruz, Shodo, and I play left back. I started off playing with my cousin, his uncle at that side, right over in the next field at age 7. The name of the side was Tornadoes. My favorite football player is Marcelo from Real Madrid because he plays the same position as me and I like how he defends. The way that he attacks as a defender, at running forward, creating plays and getting back in time. Some of my goals for the season is to score as much goals as I can and to help my keeper get enough clean sheet as he can. Well, I have more than one motivator. My mom helped me, my father, and I have 2 uncles that be behind me to be on the right track. Other than playing football, really, I just be working. My favorite memory that I have right now is winning the National Intercol in 2016. We had a hard working side and we was expecting to go in and had some trouble with the opponents, but we work hard and come out victorious. I like to play and I like to win. I don't like to lose, so I'll do anything to make we win. That's in my control.
This is Sweet Santa Claus, or he's a strange man from a mysterious land who's looking to sneak into our home. To smuggle dubious packages after gathering information about us, he breaks into our property while we sleep. And what do? Welcome him. Because it doesn't matter how different we may see, if we simply choose to see the good in other people.
Come out to support your favorite team for the new Coca-Cola Intercol season.
the floodlights are on here at the Atom Golden Stadium, and we are getting ready for second half action. Sour North and Presentation College, it's 1-1, and Sour North in their green and white stripes, they will be kicking off. Here we go. Well, the referee didn't quite blow the whistle. Yeah. They were so anxious to get things going. Well, yes, no. We're officially on for the second half. This is Charles. It's a Shepherd, the goal scorer. Still Shepherd. Oh, he does well. He does very well. Still Shepherd. Pull back. Referee Sobers decided that she wouldn't play the advantage and she scored the foul back. Karen to Ash. Gilbert. Carried with the overlap. Sends it back in field. Just didn't find a yellow shirt, Chaka.
And here's the challenge for Sawa. There's a big gap between midfield and the forward line, which is where the Presentation continues to dominate. And again, bring the ball back. They've got to be far more compact. They've got to have tighter line to control this ball and get anything onto this game.
Header from Allen, finds business. Turns his man well. Looking for Shepherd. Oh, that's great defending. Excellent defending by Zaria.
Very well read by the big centre back. Ross, seen him speak well, couldn't lunge in.
There's Allen going to take the through for Presentation, no doubt. It's going to be a long one. Duncan is a positive player and Bisnar getting the tackle in. Flew across the box, luckily for him. Didn't go to, luckily for Duncan, it didn't go to a yellow shirt. Ash. Not a good ball to Barkley, it's picked up by Boyd. Looking for Morris, making the run. Easily read by Cornwall. Shepherd as well, gets into Jacob. Jacob taking on his man. They don't call him Hulk for nothing. He's barging his way through. Gets it to Ash. Got some speed. Oh, Bisnar gets into the outside of his left foot, goes just over the bar.
Just seemed to catch him a little bit unexpected. Thought he could have taken a fuller swing at that, but decided to stab at it with the outside of the left. Back, this could have deserved a little bit better.
He thought he would have opened the face of his foot there, but as you rightly said, Chaka, it was caught by surprise. The ball eventually found its way to Bisnar's feet. Presentation College, I think that they've started it better, of course, they've started it better of the two teams.
In the second half, we should see the best of Emmanuel John, because the way Presentation have started the second half, he's going to suggest that there's Emmanuel John. We rate him, Shaka's probably the best in the second Schools League. He's got a lot of potential, not a big tall keeper.
He doesn't have preference at all. Which guys, they describe themselves as what you look for. Tactically, Mr. Mitchell just seemed to switch from the right side over to the left. And that's where the goal kicks are going to come from. It was an intentional ploy by Sauer in this second half to overload the Presentation's right.
One thing they're known for is the ability to attack down the flanks. Salmon North, that man Chase just got a touch on the ball. Both players on the flanks are deceptive.
I don't think we've seen enough of Sauer on the flanks.
Yeah.
At times, as I mentioned earlier, there's a big gap between midfield and what is effectively up front too. And as a result, they play counter-attacking football and all up to the middle. It's been easy for Presentation to deal with, certainly outside the opening 5 minutes, but the last 40 of the first half.
I think a lot of Salmon North focus has been in defending Presentation College and trying to stop them, and the likes of Jacob and Shepherd up front. And maybe because of that, it's left them a bit stretched. They are playing a 4-4-2. and number 6 Brito in the middle of the park, and that man 8 as well. Those are both players that do a lot of legwork in the middle. I think it'll be asking a lot of them to support, but maybe that's why they're stretched. And we've seen both Chase as well and Mitchell doing a lot of defending. So you have to credit Presentation College for their approach so far.
And they're keeping possession of the ball, which
Yeah,
is
they've done
important.
good. They've done very well at that.
This is Barkley, the skipper. It's it back to what's Allen, back to Barkley. Cornwall, going wide to Carriby. Headed on looking for Shepard, gets it. This is Shepard, he's the danger man. He has it on that field, but well defended. Brito. Plays it upfield.
Just wondered if Shepard could have slipped in Jacob.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. And there was a play before that as well, where Jacob could have slipped into Shepard. But you're right, Shaka, I thought he should have. So it's interesting to note as well, both players normally don't play that close to each other. I think since the semi-final game against St. Anthony's College, Jacob in particular has been asked to play a bit further forward.
This is Mitchell going up that left side. He's got some speed. Looks for the foul. Referee Silva says nothing doing. Shepard takes that down well, shielding it, but eventually loses out. Oh, that's naughty. Oh, we're gonna see a yellow card. Well, Shepard gets the first yellow card of the afternoon.
I don't think Shepard could have any argument with that at all. Nowhere near to the ball. Catches all man.
There was referee Sobers just making the note. So free kick for Kareem John and Sawono. Headed away goes to Barkley. Oh, he's out running. John. Still Barkley. Does well. Looking for some support. Eventually. Mitchell coming back, and it's going to be a throw for Presentation. See the bench. So share confirmation of the yellow card. Shepard from Presentation College being the first player in the final to be booked. Ash, with that speed he's got down that right flank. Looking for some support now. Gets the cross in. Headed away by Garcia. Morris in a real tussle with Charles. That's overhit. It's going to be a throw for Zawono.
Presentation College have been very impressive from back to front. How they've controlled the ball in midfield. How they've found joy down their flanks with pace and taking on defenders.
This is Boyce barging his way through. You see the referee's assistant immediately.
That's an interesting call.
Yeah, it's not offside.
That's what I was thinking.
It's not offside.
It didn't look a foul to me either.
So the only thing I can think is that Boyce must have just tugged the shirt of the centre back.
Well, even that, Colin, I'm not sure about. As we take another look at it here, I don't know, Shaka, you'd have to guide me on that one.
I wish I could offer more. There's a slight hooking of the shoulder, but I thought that's all part of the game. I didn't see anything untoward about it. Presentation maybe getting a little bit lucky.
I tell you what, Boyce was on his way. He was through. Because he's a big type of striker. Barges his way through Shaka. Takes no prisoners. Through for Presentation to Shepard. To Allen. Cleared, but only as far as Gilbert. Carriby. Ash. Well won here by Kareem John. Plays it out, so it's going to be a throw for presentation. Just coming up to 10 minutes of the second half gone. Still 1-all. This is Shepherd looking for the shot. Well defended yet again. Boyce. Chase. Gets it inside to Boris. Charles. That's Cornwall, sorry, defending. Dangerous ball inside to Alid, but they get away with it. Bisnat can't keep it in. It's going to be a throw for Sawan North. 1-all here at the Atto Golden Stadium. Presentation College and Sawan North. John with the long throw, no doubt. Let's go up. Morris tussling for it, but eventually cleared away by Cornwall. Mitchell. Is he brought down by Gilbert? Yes, he is. It's going to be a free kick for Sawan North.
Sawan haven't enjoyed a whole lot of comfortable possession and they're attacking third. They've got to make the most of these set pieces. These good presentations, something to think about.
There's the foul on Mitchell, just barging into the back of him. Out comes Williams, doesn't get hold of it. Eventually cleared away by Bisnat. It's not a good ball. Presentation, trying to get a handle of things with Allen. Silva says to get him, but I think Garcia fell heavy. This is Mitchell. Watching his way through, eventually Charles clears it downfield. In the meantime, Garcia is down. And finally, referee Silva stops the play. Fell awkwardly when he went up for that header.
And I thought he was the aggressor. If there was a foul to be given, it would have been against Garcia. I thought the initial header was a poor one and then trying to make up. Maybe overcommit. Helping hand.
He's fortunate to get away with that one, Garcia. As you rightly said, Shaka, he's trying to make up for his error. His initial error, the poor headed pass. But you'd have to suggest that Sawan North would have to do a little bit more. Of course, another look here at the infringement. Wasn't given a foul, but Garcia's pains have been gotten from that.
I thought Shepherd made a little bit of a back, but I thought if a foul was going to be given, it would have been on Garcia. Came out worse for wear.
Well, they're going to have to do something, Sawan North, if they are to start to really put themselves in a picture frame of winning this afternoon's contest. I just think that they've been a bit reactive and haven't really taken the game to Presentation College, albeit Presentation College has done exceedingly well.
I think, again, going back to Shaka's point, they keep playing these long balls up to Morris and Boyce, and all the time they're outnumbered. And they need to go down the sides of the field.
And because the gap is so big between them and midfield, it's not as though there are any trailing runners that they can rely on, that they can look for.
Ash trying to get it back to Caribbean. This is John. Oh, he does well! John in possession. Well, not too sure. He swung it across to the right side. Maybe he was looking for Chase, but I thought he may have gone to go for goal.
Didn't look overly comfortable on that left foot. The move to find space was a good one.
This is Allen. It's overhit for Shepherd. Garcia wins it, but Bisnat can't keep hold of it, and it's with Brito. To Morris. Wide is John. He finds John. Oh, that's Mitchell, sorry. And the cross from Mitchell was not good. Headed upfield by Fario. Boyce couldn't control it. Away goes Ash. Being pursued by Mitchell. Still Ash. Eventually, goal comes off of John. A throw for Presentation.
When you look at Presentation and when they attack, invariably they've got four up, which puts them in a far better position. So you need to, that's how we'll have to go man for man at the back. But it just takes one mistake, one clever run, one good ball to unlock a man-to-man defense. To your point, Colin, is we just contrast that with Sawa. When they go forward, it's 2v4 and nobody in support.
That's right. That's quite right. Throw in towards Barkley. Caribbean. So just about an hour played. The Coca-Cola score confirmation after the hour. It's Sawa North 1, Presentation College 1. Challenging for that one. Clearance not good, goes towards Bismarck. Trying to find Jacob. Eventually, clearance from Ali. Clearance already coming from Duncan for Sawa North. Maybe a throw for Reds. Throw to taken. Barrier with the header. As far as Caribbean. Ash. Being pursued by current John.
Good skill.
Long skill. Crowd loves it. Pass. Wasteful ball. But they get it back. Barkley. He gives it away. Chase. Again, a long ball forward. Charles is going to get there before Morris. Worked out. Looking for Freds.
Another crowd show. Referee Silvers has had enough.
But she's been consistent.
She's been good.
Yeah, she's been good, and she's shown that any petulance shown by any player result in a booking, and she's kept it nice and tight. And she's also allowed free-flowing football.
Yes, she has. I said that she was voted the second best referee in the CONCACAF region in 2018. That's a good ball from Boyce, and Williams was coming and he was really in no man's land. Luckily, Charles was getting there before Boyce and cleared it. It's going to be a corner for Sawa North. Confirmation of the yellow card and Jerry Morris. The number 10 for Sawa North. So they've got a corner. And they've got to make these set pieces count. Isaiah Chase has gone over to take the corner. Is it short to Mitchell? And around his man nicely. Can he get the cross in? Well, it seems that he went for the shot. Eventually cleared away. Wasted corner.
Last set piece that Sawa had, it was deep, it was searching. The goalkeeper came and kind of flapped at it. Williams, why not do that again? Why go short?
It's John with the throw. Headed on. Looking there for Boyce. Sent back in by Duncan. with a challenge. It's going to be a corner. He's not stopped running, is he, Ash? And going forward, coming back, defending. He's had a good afternoon.
He's done well in possession. When Sawa have kept the ball to feet and taken defenders on, they've found more success than those long searching balls which I feel presentation have gobbled up. As a result, I think they've been a whole lot better in the last 5 minutes.
This is a good corner. Again, headed out for yet another one.
Shaka made mention, of course, the balls coming into the box. Presentation just doesn't look comfortable, despite, I would suggest, a height advantage that they have. They just haven't looked comfortable with balls coming into the box, both from corners and set plays outside of the 18-yard area.
There's Chase with the corner. You can't get rid of it. Boyce has the shot. Eventually, Charles sends it straight back to Chase. Sends it back in field. The heads go up again. Finally, sent it away by Barkley. It's in a real tussle here with Brito. Neither of them will give up here. Is it a throw for presentation? Yes, it is.
Right on cue, Brent. Ball into the box and presentation don't look comfortable. They have to call themselves lucky to not be behind.
Very lucky. Because I thought Boyce Shaka would have put that one into the back of the net. It looked like he just hesitated for a second. He just didn't get it the way that he wanted it to.
He never really struck it, did he?
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's lovely from Ash. That's wonderful. Oh, good recovery. Very good recovery from Kareem John.
It's a fantastic battle, though. That Sawa left presentation right.
This is Jacob. Carolyn to Ash. Seems to be so much in the game now. Adrian Ash.
That's good football.
Ali. Looking for Shepard. It goes to Jacob. Jacob! He's trying to get a shot away. Good defending. Oh, he's in the corner bar. My word. The volley from coming there. It looked to me, let's see.
It was
Gilbert. Man taking the volley. Couldn't keep it down.
Door just shut on Jacob. And he had to look for another way through, and it was by the foot of Gilbert, who was leaning back all the way through. Again, didn't seem to really expect the ball when it came. In the mess of the effort.
So Tyreek Sutherland is on for Jerry Morris.
Well, you wondered if he could have executed earlier. And I just thought that the time he took, but wasn't a bad effort by Gilbert.
To Sawa's credit, once Jacob dwelled, they shut the door really quickly.
He's lucky, I tell you. He's very lucky.
Cornwall getting into Bisnack. Bisnack does well. Gets it in field. Towards Gilbert. Gets it back to Allen. He gives it away to Boyce, and Boyce trying to go wide to Chase. It's won by Cornwall. He gives it away towards Garcia. Sends it to Chase. Comes inside with it. Brought down, no, says the referee. Sutherland trying to get into the action. He's come on as a substitute. Going to be a throw for presentation. Two players down at the moment. One seems to be Brito. The other is Bisnack. Bisnack gets back to his feet now. Brito also gets to his feet.
Just feel the pendulum has swung a little bit. I feel that Sawa enjoying their best spell of the game, certainly. And the only real threat from presentation is coming down their right with Ash.
That's right.
After dominating in the first 45, and we certainly thought with a better team in the opening 10 or 15 minutes of the second half. Now all of a sudden, Sawa are the ones who are enjoying more balls and they've been dictating the tempo of the game a little bit better.
And they're getting that guy much more into the play now, Mitchell. And there he's brought down, so it's going to be a free kick for Sawa North.
Once Sawa have been able to get the ball down and run at defenders, they've had a lot more success, and as we mentioned, those long balls forward. Where they've also got success is with those set pieces into the box, as Brett rightly pointed out. And we evidenced the last corner that they had. They've got to make good use of these balls in keeping presentation on the back heel, in second-guessing themselves despite their height and physical advantage.
There is Coach Sean Cooper. Never could tell with his body language what's happening. He's just going to sit down in a relaxed manner. So, a free kick for Sawan North. Isaiah Chase is over the ball. He's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green and white shirts at the edge of the box. Brito is standing just to the right. Are they going to go to Brito? Is he going to look to go from Donkey's going to go to goal from there? So he sends it into the box. The heads go up. Harry gets there. Oh, he makes the best of that.
And the troubles continue for Presentation College. And guys, when I see 2 or 3 yellow shirts going for one ball, it says one thing to me, that not only the communication is poor, but they're really struggling with balls coming into the box.
Well, they've got another one to defend because it's a left-sided corner. It's going to be taken by Chase. Not a good one. It's going to be a goal kick. Just about 71 minutes gone here. How are we going to go for penalties, guys? I'm not hearing you all.
We're hoping you were going to answer your question.
I was actually making a point a couple of games ago, Shaka. In the old days, of course, you went into extra time, and then you had a replay. Well, I know it's a long, tough season now, but I certainly would like them to reintroduce extra time. You know, I just think it's such a lottery when you get into penalty kicks after 90 minutes.
One thing I've found, Colin, the game's a whole lot easier up here in the booth.
That's for sure.
When you're down there, you might think differently.
That's for sure. I'll tell you that. Isaiah Williams, not a big clearance, so it's going to be a throw for Sawan North.
Seems like Presentation College have lost their way a bit.
Yeah.
A lot more fluid, particularly in possession, and the second half they've really struggled.
Isaiah Chase trying to get the better of Allen, not able to, because Allen gets a throw. Turns nice to with it. He's got Chase wide, gets it to Chase, plays it to Sutherland, the substitute. He's brought down. It's a free kick for Sawan North. And as you guys have been saying, Sawan North is certainly taking the game now to Presentation. What a turnaround.
It's an interesting position here, a little bit more central, a little bit closer into goal. All of Sawan's set pieces so far have come from wide areas that they've put into the box, and at least unsettled Presentation. Decision to be made here.
I tell you what, that number 17 player, Kareem John, he's got a cultured left foot. And if he packs a good shot, if he gets it on target, Williams will have to make a good save.
He fancies it. He's looking at this with all kinds of intent. I'm not at this point too worried about Chase standing over it.
Chase is there. Is Kareem John going to hit it with that left foot of his? No, he leaves it for Chase. Oh, and that's four. I thought Kareem John would have gone with the left foot, but Chase decided from about 2 or 3 steps and never got over it. He was always going up and away. Substitution there made. Daniel Bess is on, and he's picked up that. I would expect he would go wide. Daniel Bess for Mitchell, and I would think that Bess is going to go wide. So it would be a like-for-like swap. Out comes Emmanuel John. Easy for him. Nice long kick out there from Emmanuel John. Falls for Barkley. It's a good ball towards Biznat. Can't keep it in. So it's going to be a throw. Back to Biznat. So confirmation there of the substitution. Bess coming in from Mitchell. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, too much. Gentlemen, I've got to head back to the cheap seats.
You've got VIP duties to do.
I've realized a lifelong dream of sharing a booth with you two. Thank you very much for accommodating a young fan.
Oh.
Well, not so young.
Okay, Shaka. Well, it's great to have you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I certainly will.
There is the Coca-Cola score confirmation after just about 75 minutes. It's still Sawo North 1, Presentation College 1. Boyce. This is Charles, but it's going to be a free kick for Sawo North. So a free kick. 1-1 at the moment, just about 13 and a half minutes left. And then, Brent, we've got the lottery.
Well, I'm looking at the Presentation College substitutes, and I'm sure Coach Cooper must be thinking of a change because they have lost their way so in the last 10 minutes or so. And what can he do to affect the game in a positive way? They've gone disjointed, of course, Coach Cooper in our pictures. And you wonder what he can do to bring or switch the tide back into their direction.
That's a good ball. Headed away.
And I think, Colin, they need to start possessing the ball a little bit more. They've gone away from that.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
They're all playing almost like Sawan North. Long balls, you know, and they're not holding the ball, knocking it from the back and sort of just keeping possession. All of a sudden, they've started to play long balls all over the field, and they're playing really into Sawan North's hands. But here's Barkley. He slips, but luckily he regains his composure, gets it to Jacob. Again, a long ball, really and truly.
Yeah, it's not the way they've been playing.
Yeah, you would have thought Jacob would have held that ball, looked to play it short, get support. Not sure what has happened with them. This is Duncan, gets it towards Brito. I would think, Brent, they've got to make a substitution or two to try to change the complexion of the game.
I won't be surprised if it's a midfield substitution. Yeah, that's, I think Biznat in particular lost his way a bit in the second half, and he's such an important player for Presentation College.
He's making his way off, and the number 17 player is coming on. That's Nkosi Charles.
That's a good probing ball there for Ash. He likes being in these areas.
Gets it back to Caribou. Jacob. That's a good ball towards Shepard. Out comes Emmanuel John. Bangs it upfield. Very disappointed with that kick. Made height, not the distance he wanted. Of course, there is confirmation of the substitution in Nkosi Charles for Naeem Biznat. This is Kareem John. Getting that ball wide to the man who's come on as a sub. Yes, but he gives it away. Well recovered there though by Brito. It's Shepard.
That's a good ball.
Lovely ball for Jacob. Emmanuel John was so quick off his line. Like the boot of Jacob must have just slipped him. Jacob is he's very upset with Emmanuel John, but Jacob has to realize not everybody's made out of steel like he is. But he just clipped his ankle on his way through, so it was accidental, of course. And he just wanted, look at it. He just clipped him there.
Didn't see much at all.
Yeah.
I think he might even suggest that Emmanuel John is making a meal of it.
Well, I expect you to say that. You're centre half. Who's down there? Is it Brito? Seems to be Brito suffering from cramp. But what was good about Emmanuel John, though, Brent, it was a good ball to Jacob, but the speed with which Emmanuel John came off his line, again, we talk about good goalkeeping, good anticipation. There's our fellow commentator, Brent. I'm not sure did you give him leave?
Well, I think his sell-by date with you came up. He sent me a little message saying that
he had enough of me.
He had enough of the guy to my right. So he left.
Well, thankfully they don't know who's the guy to your right, so I'm safe.
But it's always good to have, of course, people like Shaka coming back and, of course, sharing his knowledge and part of his knowledge. Of course, last year he had a goalkeeping camp with some of the goalkeepers of the SSFL. And he's meant to have a symposium with some of the selected players. And the mere fact that, of course, he can impart his knowledge to the young footballers, both male and female, is a big, big credit to everyone involved with the SSFL.
Well, we're going to restart here. We've got just about 8 minutes left, and then added on time. Then we have the dreaded penalty kicks. Can someone break the deadlock? Can anyone here break the deadlock? It's been a tough game. Both teams have given away nothing. This is Duncan for Sutherland. Won by Barkley. Charles, who's come on as a substitute, gets a nice ball back from Barkley. That's much better from presentation. Jacob! Can he get it over? Can he get it over? Oh! He held on too long. Oh my word. Of all people, Akil Jacob just held on too long. But here comes our Lord. Through best. Boyce was making the run. He played it square. Boyce was going forward. Sutherland gets a good ball to John. Wins a corner. But what did Jacob do there, Brent?
Hesitate.
Oh my word.
He really should have laid that into the path. One of the un-Russian presentation players.
There he is. Hulk, as they call him. He's explaining to Shepard why he didn't lay off the ball, but really today it is. There he goes. Beats the tackle of Garcia. And
should have passed it there, yeah.
Just held on too long.
He wasn't sure. Just have a shot.
Go for goal.
Yeah.
Blasted past Emmanuel John. Well, corner again, not a good one. It goes straight into the hands of goalkeeper William. That's a big kick.
That's a good kick. That's a very good kick.
Jacob is giving chase, but Garcia's there. This time he wins it, gets it out. They beat solid at the back. As we expected. Substitution for presentation.
I think they're going for it, Colin. This is not a like-to-like change. This is Sinclair coming out for Ash. He's going to go to the point and join Shepard. And of course, with penalties in mind, Sinclair scored the equalizing goal against Naparima College
in the 87th minute.
That's a good header.
Just over the bar. Yeah, he scored in the 87th minute. against Naparima. He had just come
Make
on
it
the
1-1.
field. Yeah, he had just come on the field. Something like this. And I think that penalty was his first touch of the ball. So we are in the final 5 minutes. 1-1 here. The Coca-Cola National Intercol Boys Final. Earlier we had Pleasantville winning the girls final by 3-1 against Signal Hill. Both these goals coming in the first half. The second half would have brought a couple more, but it has brought none. And we are just 4 minutes away from stoppage time. Headed away by Shepard, as far as Jacob. Making that run down that right side is Charles. He's fresh, so we expect him to have a burst of energy. Caramy with the throw. Boyce. Long ball, searching ball again. They've tried that time and time again, and you would have thought they could have moved that ball around from the back. John is going to pick up that one. Sinclair couldn't get control of it. Shepard has come out to that wide position on the left, and Sinclair has gone into the striking role. They've made some adjustments to their formation, not so much to their formation, Brent, but in terms of the positional play for some of the players. There goes Chase. Does well. Gets it over. No one is in the box. Boyce is trying to get it. Allen does well. Goal kick.
But it's going to take something really special now to break this deadlock. This both teams seem to have hunkered down in the hashes.
Well, just about 2 minutes to go and added on time. Headed on by Charles. Jacob goes back towards Caramy. He's looking for Charles. Chase with throw. Cisco going from Sutherland, trying to find Bess. Out comes Williams. Faria with a header. Did some damage himself and he's gone down. So they are defenders short at the moment because Faria is down. And the ball is played wide to Charles. Faria is on the ground. Can they get the crossover? It goes for Jacob. He bounces over the bar. They were short of a defender, Brent. Faria went down. They opened it up to Charles wide. Played a beauty of a ball inside to Jacob, and unfortunately, Brent, Jacob hit it over the bar. Let's look at the pass from Charles.
Well, it's a good ball inside by Charles, well weighted, and he had two choices there, Jacob. Either control, trying to place it into the back of the net, or take it on his first attempt one time, and of course, he went for this latter and blasted it over the bar. Colin, when you look at that chance, he was leaning back at all descriptions of a ball being blasted over the bar. He'd
be disappointed with that, particularly with Faria on the floor.
Well, we've got about 10 seconds of regulation time. We're going to wait to see. There are the Coca-Cola. There you go, friend. There you go.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. I'm not seeing Diet Coke anywhere.
Diet Coke. Okay. Well, we've got 4 minutes of added on time. A minimum of 4 minutes of added on time.
It has been an entertaining game,
yeah, you're right. This referee Sobers. He's handled the game well. Emmanuel John with the goal kick. It's well headed by Charles, but he won it. The direction of the header was good, so it's going to be a throw for Samoa North. Can we get about 20 minutes of added extra time? You're not going to.
Well, we just had the president here, close to the booth. Thought you would have dropped a word in his ear.
I didn't touch it. Shaka had me busy. Hey, Shaka! Oh, he's pushed it too far.
Too much. And looking at the possibilities and penalties, you would have to think that Samoa North have the edge, particularly with that man on the ball right now, Emmanuel John in goal. He is arguably the best goalkeeper in the SSFL, and you think in a moment, penalty kicks moment, he will come to life.
Well, presentation won the last penalty kicks we had.
Some well executed penalties, I must add.
Very experienced. Isaiah Williams did well. It's familiar territory to them. Just about 2 minutes left. Williams, this is a good ball. Headed on by Sinclair. Sent back upfield. Boys! Sutherland making the run goes back.
Offside.
Sutherland! Offside! The flag goes up. Brent Sanchez said he's offside as he touched the ball, which is disappointing.
Very disappointing, because he's looking along the line.
That's right. I was about to say that. He was looking along the line. He should have known that he was in an offside position. Barkley. 1 minute and a half to break the deadlock. Sinclair ended it on to Charles. Charles.
Oh, he should have crossed it, Colin. He should have crossed it.
He does cross it. He does cross it. Oh my word! In the 3rd minute of added on time, he has broke all the hearts of Samoa North. He's gone up into the stand. Jardel Sinclair. Oh my word! And we thought the opportunity from Charles there should have crossed the bed. He waited, and he found Sinclair, and he did the easy thing of just putting it into the back of the net. Well.
When you talk about a heartbreaker, that is what. Sinclair came on against Naparima College in the South Zone final and placed the ball in the back of the net for the equalizer that eventually saw Presentation come out victorious at penalty kicks, and that man again, Sinclair, arguably one of his first touches in the game, and what does he do? He places it in the back of the onion bag, takes his yellow card in stride, but he may have just broken the hoodoo, the Presentation College Intercol hoodoo of 40 plus years of wait for an international Intercol championship, and there it is, Colin, your game winner.
Oh my word. What the 2 substitutes.
Well, the man of the matches have to be Sean Cooper.
And Kosi Charles and Jardel Sinclair, the 2 substitutes, they came off the bench and they have won it. They've won it for Presentation.
thought young Gilbert in the middle has been exceptional today, Colin.
He's been good. He's been good. I also like Shepard. I thought he worked well.
Yeah.
He worked hard. He scored the first goal. And, you know...
Charles at the back.
Charles at the back has been phenomenal.
What do you figure, Colin, man of the match?
I'm not sure. I like Shepard. I'm not sure, Brandon. You tell me.
I was going with Gilbert. I just felt that at his young age, only 14 years old, to play such a big fixture, really held his own. He needs to keep holding his ball here, Colin.
Yeah, he's going to hold it there.
Yeah, he needs to keep hold of it.
I'm cool with that. I like Shepard, but I would go with Gilbert. He did well. Yeah.
That's stupid. That's stupid. That's silly. That's really silly. That is really, really silly.
That's bad.
The players don't need to leave the bench. They need to go sit and probably need to look at other scenes. We don't need to see this. We really don't need to see this.
That's not nice.
Yeah, it's very uncalled for.
The coaches got to get involved.
Yeah, it's not pleasant scenes at all.
Yeah, that's not what we want to see on a football field.
No. So especially for a game that it has been, Colin, it has been a very, very good game. Played between two quality teams.
Very competitive.
And it's been competitive throughout. And of course, as we can see, the jubilant presented, it must be an ecstatic feeling for Presentation College.
I think the referees blown the whistle to end the game. I think that, no, not as yet.
And she has some house cleaning to do, but looking at the Presentation College fans,
seems to be a red card for Garcia. Red card for Garcia. What a pity, because he's had such a good game.
Yeah, but it's all academic now. I suspect Jacob is going to get it as well.
So
rightfully
two players
so.
getting red cards. Yes, I think Jacob is going to get one. And yes,
and it's really silly because he didn't need to do it. And
there's two red cards for Presentation. Number 5 as well is getting a red card. I think there are 2 red cards for Presentation. I'm just checking.
Yeah, it's really, really uncalled for. And he's just put a blemish on his record.
It looks like Cornwall as well has got a red card. I think number 5, Cornwall.
Yeah, he's also been sent to the showers.
So 3 sending off. 2 red cards for Present, 1 for Sawan.
Yeah, it's silly, and
to me this is
it's so uncalled for. You're up 2 goals to 1. Of course, your opposition will be, of course, frustrated with that. You don't need to react. You just play the game.
Yeah, it's a real pity because to me,
that's it, Colin.
It's spoiled the final in a way. Well, Presentation College have won it, and they are jubilant. They broke the hearts of Sawan North with that winner in the 93rd minute. So 2 goals to 1. The last time they won it was 1975, right?
That's before me, Colin.
Before me too.
Well, you have to feel it for boys. It's obviously his last year of schoolboy football. But Presentation College, at the end of it, Colin, they deserved it. And it didn't start with this 90 minutes. It would have started before. And it started in the final, of course, against Naparima College, the regular season champions. And from there on, we've seen them grow in stature. We've seen them grow and improve. And they've put in good performances all the way through.
Yeah, certainly put in good performances. So, Presentation College, they are the national Intercol champions. They have done it in the hard way, but the Coca-Cola full-time score here at the Otto Holden Stadium. Presentation College 2, Sawan North Secondary 1.
celebrations and prepare for presentation. A well-deserved victory. Don't forget we have performances, live performances from Pretty and Orlando actors. Well, yes, no. So the celebrations and the side.
Here at the Atta Stadium, they have captured their first Intercol title in over 40 years. Presentation College has beat Sawa North Secondary School by 1 goal. 2-1 the final score. I mean, the goal scored in extra time, pure excitement. Ahmad from Sawa North Secondary School. I mean, how you felt about the team today, and what can we look forward to from Sawa coming up next year?
Well, first I would like to say it was an excellent display of football in Trinidad and Tobago here today between the two teams, Sawa North and Presentation College. And next year, I can say that Sawa will be coming back. We will not let this go unnoticed.
Man, he could be in this. I could see you doing this in the future, man. Tyreek, all smiles today.
Well, yes, it was a hard game. It was hard fought. It went straight down to the last. You know, first thing first, you want to give thanks to God. You know, couldn't be done with the man above. But well done to the team.
All right, Tariq. All the best. You can go and celebrate with your friends now. Brent, Colin, off to you. Let's hear the highlights of the game.
Well, it started so brightly for Sawa North. Isaiah Chase in the 3rd minute, he reacted before anybody, Brent, and he put the ball past goalkeeper Williams to make it Sawa North 1. And they must have felt good. They must have felt that they would want to win this game.
Yeah, they would have felt that very cool and collective finish by the man. And of course, Presentation College started asking questions of Sawa North. A half where both teams went back and forth. Presentation College would have felt they had the better of it. And they got themselves back into it in the 19th minute by Shepard with a top finish. Good interplay between him and Jacob. Jacob with a delicate cross sending the Presentation College fans into ecstasy. They must be thinking this could be the day that they break the hoodoo, the 40-plus year hoodoo of not winning the National Intercol final. They keep probing that. An excellent effort by Shepard. They were dangerous. They were first to the ball, and they would have been the ones with their tails up after the first half. As we went into the second half, Ash drills one across. Bisnat can find.
He should have done better.
The right kicking foot, and I thought he should have gone with the inside of foot.
Should have done.
Sanborn North started to get themselves back into one, and at Colin, I felt that one should have been into the back of the net.
Boy, he somehow miskicked. I don't know what went on there. And this one with Jacob waited a little too long.
Yeah.
But then Gilbert should have got it on
Placed it over the bar. And Presentation College in a seesaw battle with Sanborn North. Game going back, weary legs. And late into the game here, Sinclair, the substitute, flicks one on. And look at this for cross, Colin. We thought he lost the opportunity. That is a quality finish. A finish deserving of winning a National Intercol title, breaking the 40-plus year hoodoo, sending the Presentation College faithful into ecstasy, and of course, giving them their first championship. As we look at the full-time analysis
18 goal attempts by both teams, 6 by San Juan North, 12 by Presentation, showing the dominance by Presentation. 3 on target, both teams, 19 fouls in total, 3 yellow cards, and of course the melee at the end, horrendous by both teams, 7 corners, and Presentation College winning this year's 2019 Intercol Coca-Cola Championship.
That's right, winners by 2-1. Congratulations to Presentation College. In the end, they certainly deserve their victory by 2-1. Let's go down to Sarala. I think she's got the man of the match with her.
That's right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your highlights, your commentary. Dante, my dear, this belongs to you. Congratulations. Very, very well done. And it's also a birthday present for you because he celebrated his birthday yesterday. So what a present. I know emotions are running high. How are you feeling?
I'm very, very proud of the team today. I'm glad that we came out with the victory after all the hard work that we put in during the season. And you know, we fight for one another today and we came out with the victory.
Excellent. I want to say congratulations to you, and I know you're very eager to rejoin your team, so we're going to let you do that, all right? Our man of the match.
Thank you very much, Sarala. Right now here with Coach Jerry Moe. Jerry Moe, a fantastic season as always for San Juan North. Once again making it to the finals, once again taking the East Zone title. I mean, Presentation got the better of you all in extra time. But what do you have to say to the fans, to the teachers, to the students, to your players of San Juan North Secondary School?
I want to say to them, just keep your head up. You know, I think you win some and you lose some, and we lost today, but definitely we win the battle. So sometimes you have to lose to win.
Thank you very much, Coach Jerry Moe. Keep on doing what you're doing with that San Juan North Secondary School program, uplifting so many youths. Coach Cooper!
I can dictate you.
Listen, Coach Cooper is trying to just get everything crazy right now. Coach Cooper, I mean, you broke Naparima's 2-year winning streak this year. You won Presentation College's South Zone title again. You won the National Intercol title for Presentation for the first time in over 40 years. What does it mean to you, and what do you have to say to the Presentation supporters?
Well, first, I would like to thank God. Secondly, today is my son's birthday, Cody Cooper. Strangely, when I was coaching at Naparima and we won the National Intercol in 2007, it was his birthday. Today is his birthday again. And I always talk about my both sons. This is one here, all right? This is Shakim. Thirdly, this meant a whole lot to the Presentation family. It has been a long, long while. Rome wasn't built in a day. We got the job done. We had the supporters behind us from get-go. I'm lost for words.
Wow, moments that definitely bring tears to your eyes. Coach Cooper, Presentation College, congratulations. Right now, head across to Sarala for the presentation of prizes for today.
Thank you so much. Of course, after months of hard work, months of training, this is the culmination. It's time for a medal presentation. Of course, we're celebrating the Coca-Cola National Girls Intercol Final as well. So what we'll do, we'll go and check out the medal presentation right now. Of course, we have second place Signal Hill, and then we have first place Pleasantville Secondary.
Our second place winners of the girls. Which then slow down as the breakfast. Oh my goodness, was it a long and grueling journey? But it all paid off in the end. You can see the faces, the excitement, the rest of the world. This is how all of them started.
They're holding on to their trophy and they are celebrating. This win belongs to them. They are indeed the Coca-Cola National Intercol Girls champions here this evening.
Well, we've seen the girls of Pleasantville claim their trophy, their Coca-Cola National Intercol Championship trophy for 2019 after defeating Signal Hill Secondary 3-1. The boys of Presentation College, they have done it, claiming their first National Intercol Championship in over 40 years against a team that defeated them in 2016, Sour North Secondary School. Led by their captain right now, they are actually collecting their second place medals, and we say congratulations to Sour North Secondary School, winners of the East Zone title and finalists today in our National Intercol Championship. They're collecting their second place medals right now. All right, at this point in time, we say goodbye to our viewers on CCN TV6. However, the broadcast of the secondary schools football intercall, we actually stay on Scene TV and SPORTSMAX. Again, the boys of Sour North Secondary School, we congratulate them on this season. And here we have the boys of South Trinidad, the team that broke the 2-year winning streak of Naparima College. The boys that took the South Zone title in 2019, and the boys that have captured their school's first National Intercol title in over 40 years. These are the men of Presentation College that will go down in history as creating history and a legendary moment for their school. Their chant, ain't nobody better than Presentation College. And here they are, the winners today of our Coca-Cola National Intercol title 2019. And now we have the Secondary Schools Football League Ambassador for 2019, Shaka Hislop. The president of the Secondary Schools Football League, Mr. William Wallace, up front, and now president of TTFA, along with Coca-Cola representative Maritza Balak, and they are presenting the trophy to the boys of Presentation College. This is a moment that will go down in history for the boys of Presentation College. This is a moment that will go down in history for secondary schools football. We present to you your 2019 National Intercol Champions, Presentation College. this is where we wrap up our Intercol and SSFL Premiership season for 2019. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors for being on board and supporting the school boys and girls of Trinidad and Tobago. And we also want to say thank you to each and every single one of our viewers.
That's right. I also want to thank the participating and congratulate all the participating teams. This was months, in fact years of preparation that culminated today. So congratulations to everyone that participated as well. Thank you so much to you, viewers at home, for tuning in each and every day, each and every week. We really appreciate you being here with us.
Well, we say congratulations to the winners of the 2019 SSFL season. My name is Hans Devines.
I'm Sarala Ramlogan.
And on behalf of the entire SPORTSMAX team, thank you. We leave you with some high points of the day.
Thank you.